How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, Collateral, and welcome to Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This is a remake of one of my favorite childhood games, Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii. This project is not going to be quite as intense as Splatoon 2 or Pokemon Fire Red. This is going to be more of a palate cleanser while I work on bigger stuff, but that's not to say I'm not going to put in the time and the effort to make this project as good as possible. So, I could gush about how much I love this game, but I could do that while playing the game, and I don't want to sit on the title screen for too long, so let's just press A to start. No words needed, we have our objective. Anyways, before we start off, we have some text boxes to close out. Adventuring with Magalore. A visitor named Magalore has dropped out of the blue and landed on planet Popstar. He's ready to lend a helping hand during your adventure. Helper Magalore is here to help. He'll give you potions that double your stamina and can save you from falling down holes. This will also activate Auto Swallow for Kirby. Yeah, this is basically easy mode, which I know some of you just scoffed right there because Kirby basically is easy mode anyways. This is easier mode. And because of that, I will not be using it. I might show it off at some point, but I don't really feel like it this playthrough. But anyways, let's just go to the lore Starcutter, get some information about our objective, even though I just said we have it. There's just some text I'd like to read. Hey Kirby! So, you haven't seen any huge spaceship parts lying around, have you? As you probably noticed, when my Starcutter crashed here in Dreamland, a bunch of stuff broke off and went flying every which way. The oars, the wings, there are 5 very important parts that have all gone missing. I also lost 120 of my energy spheres. My Mario 64 save data's gone, Kirby! My poor ship is in shambles! Anyway, I'm gonna stay here and try to repair the lore as best as I can. I was gonna see how long I can go without stumbling. But I could sure use some help tracking down those missing parts. See, now I'm on a roll with stumbling. Awesome. So, yeah, there's not much to do here. The ship really is in shambles. These doors are locked. Well, not really locked so much as blocked. I was one letter off. But yeah, anyways, let's go find those parts. Starting off in level 1, Cookie Country. And in typical modern Kirby fashion, not this part. This is something that is pretty much exclusive to Return to Dreamland and also Star Allies, but that's besides the point. Play together at any place by sharing Joy-Con controllers. Up to 4 people can play together. You can even play as some of Kirby's friends. That's right. If you are playing as player 2, 3, or 4, you can play as another Kirby, Meta Knight, Waddle Dee, or King Dedede. The last 3 that aren't Kirby have permanent copy abilities of their own. We'll get into what those are later, though. Anyways, yeah, this is basically the tutorial. Press B to inhale, press B to spit. This is a constant all throughout main series Kirby. You can inhale enemies and spit them back out to do some pretty heavy damage. But you could also inhale enemies and steal their copy abilities. Hence why they're called copy abilities. But yeah, Sword Kirby right here is pretty fun, actually. It has a lot of moves. Actually, we can show that right here. Don a green hat with your sword in hand. Spin slash. Do a sword dive as your finishing strike. It's all about the flourish. So, yeah, they have a whole list of moves for every copy ability in the game. And Sword is one of the most complex. You can also double tap the control stick to dash instead of just walking. So you can run over gaps like this. A to jump, of course. I love doing that combo. You can multi-tap A to float in midair. And unlike Kirby 64 and Forgotten Land and other spin-offs, the flight is indefinite. You can fly as long as you want. And this applies to each of the helper characters. Meta Knight, Dedede, Waddle Dee. So let's just go into this cave right here. And I kind of want to ditch Sword. Because there's a new ability. Fire. Also, if you inhale long enough, you can do a super inhale. Feel the heat of a hot flame techniques. Light fuses, climb walls, fireball climb. Get fired up with the secret move, Fireball Inferno. That's right. For a second I thought Y was my attack button. That's why I almost screwed that up. So yeah, that Flame Dash is carried over from another ability, Fireball, or Burning, depending on what game you're playing. So, yeah, Energy Spheres. These are scattered across the land. Try and find all the hidden ones. These are your main collectibles. There are 120 of them in total, and I will be finding them all. And I'll be showing what they all do, because they actually do have a use. You can hold the inhale button to do a super inhale, but you can also move around the control stick to charge up that super inhale. That's a paper mache Waddle Dee right there. You can break their costume pretty easily. And yeah, it's just 3 Waddle Dees inside. Almost like a Trojan horse. Anyways, grab those stars. Stars are basically Mario coins. Grab 100 of them to get extra lives. They don't do anything else. Anyways, we made it back outside, and... I said and. There it is. That is a Super Blade Knight. And they drop a super ability. Ultra Sword. These are the main gimmick of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Packing pure destructive power, it's a super ability. Its name, Ultra Sword, destroys everything in its path, even the ground. And they're extremely one-note. You can press B to use your Ultra Sword, and the sword changes each time you swing. That's purely cosmetic, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, giant sword, breaks the ground in front of you. Ow. Anyway, since I got hit right there, food heals. But, yeah, these are extremely one-note. Like I said, you're going to be using them to break through pieces of the stage. And you're going to see what they're really used for in a second. No, not just doing a ton of damage to literally everything in your path. No. This. Tearing open a portal to another dimension. And when you jump in, you lose your ability. Sorry, you don't get to take that with you. But it's not like that matters. That's pretty much all they're for. Anyways, we have a bit of a platform rush segment right here. There's a wall chasing you. It rubber bands. It gets slower when you're closer to it, faster when you're farther away. It doesn't do damage. It's sort of just a wall that closes in on you. It's a soft time limit. Or rather, a hard time limit because you can't pass through it. Oops. Anyways, yeah, you could spit stars back at the wall to push it back, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because, again, it rubber bands. And also, you're going to want to break the obstacles in front of you so you can get to the goal faster. What waits for you at the goal? Ability essences. The two abilities we've seen so far, Sword and Fire. I haven't shown off Fire a whole lot, so I'm going to go back to that. And we have a mini-boss, the Sphere Doomer. A super ability helps you enter the strange space, and a Sphere Doomer has flown in from a different dimension as well. It won't let you steal the energy of the spheres, so brace for an attack. Yeah, so these are basically Energy Sphere Guardians. They're sort of just here at the end of every another dimension segment. They don't have a lot of health. You can just fairly easily take them out. Only real trouble is that they move around a lot. But still, they're not tough at all. I didn't get hit a single time there. And they will always carry 2 energy spheres. So that's stage 1 done. Cool. And I really do mean stage 1 done. There's a blue star up here that gives 30. And a staple for the Kirby series, the goal game. It's just a timing minigame. Oh, almost got first prize there. Nah, second's fine though. Not like it matters anyways. The only prize you get is stars, which just means more lives. Which I still think is an outdated practice in games, but hey. They hand out lives like candy, so I'm not too worried. I'm not going to be dying a whole lot in this game, or at least I hope not. Again, that'd be really embarrassing since I said Kirby is basically video game easy mode. Anyways, stage 2. Another new ability, Leaf. Time to dance! The Leaf Dance creates a gorgeous swirl of razor-sharp leaves. Press the left or right bumper to guard and, huh? You vanished! That's right. Leaf has a perfect guard. You don't take any damage from anything. And also, leaving your guard creates just a, I guess not really a storm, just a small explosion of leaves, and it does damage to everything around you. Not a lot of damage, but it's still nice to have. You're not completely helpless when you leave your guard. The Leaf Uppercut is my personal favorite move, alongside this Leaf Rain attack, whatever it's called. Not Leaf Scatter, no. Leaf Rain. Oh, it is Leaf Rain. I was just making that up on the spot. Nice. Anyways, a Warp Star. This just transports you to different parts of the stage. They're scripted. It doesn't really matter. They're just here for flourish. And it's basically Kirby's explanation as to how he gets everywhere so fast. They're like warp pipes from Mario, but stronger. Anyways, this other segment right here, Bottomless Pit, don't fall in. And another new ability, Cutter. Cut through ropes with the blade of a well-aimed boomerang. Aim it upward or down, or hold... Wow. Or hold to charge up a hyper boomerang. Didn't think my voice would crack this early on in the series, but here we are. Anyways, these enemies, these are Komos, they're spiders. You just cut their thread, and they'll fall to their doom. They're pretty sad enemies, they don't really do anything, especially not in this game. They do have a use in future games, but not this one. Wish they would have carried it over, just so it couldn't be so helpless, but here we are. Also, that bouncy is just really good at avoiding my, my cutter rush. Is that what it's called? Did I get it right again? Cutter dash. Oops. Anyways, yeah, since it's a boomerang, it travels behind you. This is going to be used for some puzzles later on. And also, since you can charge it and it bounces off walls. I said, since you can charge it and it bounces off walls. That's also going to be used for puzzles later on, I bet. I say I bet because I don't remember literally everything about this game. It'll come back to me when I reach it, though. Is this the segment I'm thinking of with the gimmick? Yes, it is. These are special items that you can hold and use to your advantage. This is a firecracker launcher, or a fireworks launcher. Something. It launches fireworks, explosive cannonballs, and since they're explosive, they can break through those steel blocks. You are going to need that. It's very good to have because you'd miss out on that energy sphere otherwise. You don't really need it for anything else, though. So you can just ditch it at any given opportunity after that. Which it wants us to right now because it's shaking and that star is blinking red. Another new ability! We're going to see this a lot. Not the specific ability, just, you know, new abilities. Needle! Prick your foes with a thorny jab. Really stick it to them. Roll from dashing to bring the pain with a rolling needle. Yeah, they basically just rehashed the wheel copy ability and put it into Needle to make Needle more memorable. Needle's usual stick is just that. Did I say stick? Well, it can stick to walls. No, that's its shtick. Unintentionally a really good segue, wow. But also you can shake the controller or rotate the control stick or just move it around to fire needle projectiles. It's not one of the better abilities in this game, but it's nice for what it is. I'm sure there are some needle fans out there. Also, its hat is really goofy, but just really funny for what it is. Beam! This is an iconic ability, been around since the beginning. Usually the first one you get, but not so here. Lash foes the whip-like beam. Dash for cycle, grab and capture, spin in midair for a revolution, and charge it up and BAM! Wave beam. Oh, yeah, you can hold ability stars, but I don't really care about Needle. Okay, I couldn't do that charge beam. Wow, that thread is super weak. Also, yeah, you don't want to go into the door. You can see an energy sphere in the trees right here. Pretty easy to miss if you're just rushing through the game and you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Also because it's off-screen when you get up there. Anyways, another mini-boss. This is Gigant's Edge. I don't believe he has a description. Nope. Only the Sphere Doomers are the mini-bosses with descriptions. Anyways, yeah, you can easily charge this with, cheese this with Beam Revolution, not charge. But general rule of thumb for Kirby games, if you see a mini-boss, you want to grab its ability after you defeat it. For reasons like this, if I didn't grab that, and if I just kept Cutter or Beam, I couldn't cut down that rope, because neither of those can go through walls or cut. Well, they can do that, but not both at the same time. Sword is the only one that can do that. But if you somehow miss that, just grab another controller and grab Meta Knight as a helper. Second prize again. Ah well. Such is the way of me. Wow, that's sad. Wow, okay, never mind. Stage 3! Oh, but what's this? Merry Magaland! Merry Magaland is now open! Magalore has built an amusement park on a distant planet. It's filled with attractions and souvenirs. You can visit anytime by pressing X. We're not gonna do that this video. Maybe next time, though. We're just gonna do Stage 3 and just finish things off from there. Oh, okay. Another new ability, Spark. I forgot how ability heavy these early levels are. Electricity in your hands. Wiggle the control stick to create a spark barrier. Zap foes from above with a sudden lightning strike. Yes, Spark is how it is in other games, but it's sort of mixed with Plasma from Superstar. Because you can charge that spark barrier and just move around with it. It's pretty good. You can use it to cheese certain boss fights, but it's not my number one in this game. No. We will get to my number one, though, in due time. Also, I'm pretty sure the spark barrier destroys those Shatso bullets, cannonballs. It does! Okay, so spark actually is really good for this segment. But that's not important right now. Just break through all that with spark. It's so much easier. And don't go in this door. Energy sphere, easy to miss. And this very goofy music, unfitting of such a beautiful location. I mean, look at it. No, seriously. Who looked at this crystal cavern area that is just absolutely beautiful to look at, by the way? One of my favorite things about Kirby's Return to Dreamland is the locations. Who saw this and thought, yeah, let's use this music for the level? What? I don't understand it. But, hey, it's funny and notable. Anyways, fire. More beam. Alright, I'll take that then. Guess we're not going to show off more fire yet. I mean, I did already use it in a mini-boss fight, but so did beam. Beam was already used for one, too. Anyways, yeah, beam has a grapple attack, where you just run up to enemies and just grapple them. Alright. We got this key right here. It's another holdable item. And of course, use it to unlock gates. Doors. Whatever. Anyways, that's an easily missable energy sphere if you just ignore the key and just keep going. More Shatsos right here. Oh yeah, Shatsos. I guess I could explain their deal. They're invincible enemies. If you can even call them that. They're more like obstacles more than anything. They don't take any damage, you can't destroy them. Only way to deal with them is just knock them into the bottomless pit. They can't do anything from there. Anyways, these crystalline spikes right here. If you step on them, they hurt. I feel like that much is pretty obvious. Also, we have a race against this monkey guy. Wonky Key D. I think it has multiple official names, but I'm just going to call it a Key D because it's Waddle D shaped and it holds a key. And there we go. Oh, new enemy right there. This one's actually pretty interesting too. Festival. Festival is a screen nuke. Kills every regular enemy on screen, turns them into food and stars. I'm telling you, they hand out lives like candy in this game. Is that first prize worthy? No, it's not. That was actually worse than before. Wow. And that is stage 3 100%ed. We got stage 4 left to do, and we'll talk about Merry Magaland next time. So, I feel like that's a good place to end the video. Next time, we're doing literally what I just said we're doing. Doing stage 4, Merry Magaland, and this last level right here. Don't really have much else to add. Terrible at outros, you know this by now. So, I'll see you all in the next video.